Kicking things off with Sniper Elite Resistance, the latest entry in Rebellion's tactical shooter series, delivers intense World War II stealth action set in occupied France. Players take on the role of a new protagonist, fighting against Nazi forces through methodical, long-range engagements and close-quarters infiltration. The signature X-ray kill cam returns, with even more detailed slow-motion sequences showing bullet trajectories and bone-shattering impacts. Gameplay emphasizes patience and positioning as you account for wind direction, bullet drop, and enemy patrol patterns. The campaign features expansive sandbox levels, encouraging multiple approach strategies, whether through silent takedowns or explosive sabotage. Multiplayer modes include cooperative missions and competitive sniping challenges that test precision under pressure. Next up at number 2, Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector expands on the original's unique blend of narrative RPG and dice-based survival mechanics. Set in a sprawling space station on the edge of known systems, you play as another escaped android sleeper, navigating corporate exploitation and existential questions. The writing maintains the philosophical depth while introducing new factions, relationships, and moral dilemmas. Gameplay revolves around managing limited energy resources, represented by dice rolls that determine success in various activities, from hacking terminals to building connections with other outcasts. The tabletop-inspired framework creates meaningful tension in every decision, as you balance immediate survival needs against long-term goals. Beautiful pixel art and atmospheric soundtrack enhance the melancholy sci-fi setting, making each playthrough feel personal and consequential. Coming in third, Dynasty Warriors Origins takes the franchise back to its roots with refined Musou combat and enhanced storytelling focused on the romance of the Three Kingdoms era. Omega Force reimagines the classic 1 vs. Thousands gameplay with improved enemy AI that actually coordinates attacks and responds tactically to your movements. The roster features both returning favorites and new warriors, each with distinct weapon movesets and special techniques. Battle scenarios unfold across massive maps, where strategic objectives beyond simple enemy elimination create dynamic flow to engagements. The game introduces companion mechanics, allowing AI allies to execute devastating combo attacks when properly positioned. Graphics receive a substantial upgrade, with detailed character models and particle effects that make every clash feel impactful. Story mode provides multiple perspectives on historical events, adding narrative depth to the spectacular action. At number 4 sits Eternal Strands, Yellow Brick Games' debut title blending third-person action with physics-based magic combat. Players wield elemental powers to manipulate the environment and defeat colossal creatures in a fantasy world threatened by an eternal winter. The magic system emphasizes creativity, as fire spells can melt ice obstacles, wind manipulation alters projectile paths, and earth abilities create platforms for vertical exploration. Boss battles against massive beasts require pattern recognition and environmental awareness, as you exploit weaknesses using the right elemental combinations. The climbing and traversal mechanics draw inspiration from action-adventure classics, while adding unique magical augmentation. Visually striking art direction combines vibrant spell effects with imposing creature designs. The narrative follows a young weaver seeking to restore balance, delivering a focused adventure without overwhelming players with excessive systems or bloat. Hitting number 5, Killing Floor 3 ramps up Tripwire's cooperative zombie slaughter with enhanced gore systems and expanded class options. Set in a dystopian future where Horzian experiments have unleashed hordes of Zeds across megacities, teams of mercenaries fight through increasingly difficult waves. The new dismemberment system tracks individual body part damage with grotesque precision, rewarding accurate shooting and strategic targeting. 10 playable classes offer varied playstyles, from heavy weapon specialists to support medics, each with unique perk trees encouraging different tactical approaches. Maps feature environmental hazards and destructible elements that create emergent combat scenarios. The trader system between waves lets teams upgrade weapons and purchase supplies, demanding coordination on resource allocation. Enemy variety includes horrifying new specimens alongside franchise favorites, each requiring specific counters to efficiently eliminate. Moving to number 6, Synduality Echo of Ada combines mech combat with survival exploration in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by toxic rain and AI uprising. Players pilot customizable mechs called cradle coffins, while accompanied by AI partner Magus, who provides tactical support and companionship. Gameplay alternates between scavenging missions in the dangerous surface world and base management in underground havens. The mech customization allows extensive modification of weapons, armor, and mobility systems to suit different mission types and playstyles. Combat feels weighty and tactical, as ammunition and repair resources remain scarce, punishing reckless aggression. The relationship system with your Magus partner affects abilities and story outcomes, creating emotional investment beyond mechanical progression. PvPvE elements introduce tension, as other players can interrupt scavenging runs, forcing difficult decisions between fighting and fleeing with gathered resources. At lucky number 7, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 delivers Saber Interactive's visceral interpretation of the grim-dark future where there is only war. Playing as Titus, you lead Ultramarines against overwhelming Tyranid swarms in spectacular third-person combat that balances melee brutality with ranged firepower. The combat system rewards aggression through health regeneration on successful kills, creating an intense rhythm of pushing forward rather than taking cover. Executions deliver satisfying finishing moves while providing brief invulnerability windows, turning desperate situations into opportunities. Cooperative Campaign supports 3-player squads, tackling massive set-piece battles against hundreds of enemies simultaneously. The Operations mode offers replayable missions with progression systems and higher difficulty modifiers for endgame content. Visually faithful to the Warhammer 40K aesthetic, every armor detail and weapon reflects decades of tabletop lore. Number 8 brings S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl, GSC Game World's long-awaited return to the zone with cutting-edge technology and expanded scope. This open-world survival horror FPS drops players into a reimagined Chernobyl exclusion zone filled with deadly anomalies, mutated creatures, and competing factions. The A-Life 2.0 system creates emergent narratives as NPCs pursue their own agendas independent of player actions, making each journey through the zone feel unpredictable. Survival mechanics demand careful resource management as ammunition, medical supplies, and protective gear remain precious commodities. Dynamic weather and day-night cycles affect both visibility and mutant behavior patterns. The story branches based on faction allegiances and moral choices, offering genuine replay value. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the environmental detail and atmospheric lighting create an oppressive yet beautiful post-apocalyptic landscape. Rolling into number 9, Frostpunk 2 expands 11-bit Studios' bleak city-building survival into a complex society management simulation set 30 years after the original. Players govern a sprawling metropolis powered by oil rather than coal, facing new challenges of political factions, resource distribution, and urban expansion. The council system introduces democratic elements, where proposed laws face approval from competing interest groups with conflicting ideologies. District-based construction replaces individual building placement, creating macro-level strategic decisions about city layout and specialization. The expanded timeline spans decades rather than days, showing long-term consequences of early choices. Moral dilemmas escalate as you balance utilitarian efficiency against human dignity in an eternally frozen world. The survival is no longer just about keeping people alive, but determining what kind of society emerges from endless winter. Wrapping up at number 10, Satisfactory graduates from early access with Coffee Stain Studios' addictive factory building gameplay fully realized. This first-person automation game tasks players with constructing massive industrial complexes on an alien planet to meet escalating production quotas. The 3-dimensional building system allows vertical factories with multi-level conveyor networks and transportation systems. Resource chains grow increasingly complex as you progress from basic iron production to nuclear power and quantum technology. Exploration reveals new biomes containing rare materials and dangerous wildlife that must be managed alongside factory expansion. Cooperative multiplayer lets friends collaborate on mega projects or divide responsibilities across sprawling facilities. The satisfaction comes from optimizing production lines and watching raw materials transform into finished products through intricate automated systems you designed and built yourself.